I feel like it's so like serene.
Right?
It's like this.
It feels
and
like
then the beat
shrooms.
drop. I cannot.
Hey, and then it drops. Period.
We're gonna let it like go for a second.
Come on. And if you're watching this, shake that ass, baby.
Clap along.
Drop it.
Hi guys.
Hey.
Hey,
Welcome
what's
back.
up, you guys?
We are on episode 3 now, right?
3.
This is gonna be
3.
episode
Yes.
3.
Look at us.
Welcome. We've made some improvements to our setup and our lighting, so hopefully that should help us because we're recording at night now.
Yes.
Just a better aesthetic for us. And obviously,
Our sleep schedules.
girl, thank you.
Yeah.
Took the words out my mouth. But yeah, welcome back. We're going to recap episode 2.
Mm-hmm.
We were talking about
Fake friends.
oh,
It goes perfect. with
it
what we're
actually
gonna talk
does.
about
That's
today.
funny. Yeah, so this episode we're actually talking about what it means to be a girl's girl.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
obviously, like, we'll talk about it. We also did a poll on our Instagram. Shout out to everybody who, like, actually wrote
Yeah,
something in.
Good job, you guys.
Thank you
A lot of you
guys.
guys
Right.
actually like really wrote into us.
Right. And thanks also for watching, right? We're now officially on YouTube, so you can see us. On Spotify, you can see us too. But I know some people are just YouTube people,
Yeah.
so they
Mhm.
prefer to just, that's fine. But we're on both, so check us out on both. We would love to get the views on both.
On both.
For
yeah.
real.
You
So
know.
support the dolls.
Yes. So we appreciate you guys. But yeah, being a girl's girl. So we're going to talk about, the poll, and then we're going to go into, self-image, self-esteem, just how you feel about yourself as a woman, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so let's just go straight to the polls. So for our Instagram, we asked girls scenarios. So you see your friend's man at a bar with another girl, tell her or keep it quiet. I love you guys. 100% of you guys said tell.
Thank God.
Right.
And
Y'all,
0%
thank God.
said stay out of it. So shout out to you bitches. Period.
Yeah. I mean,
Loyal.
sometimes you don't want to get involved in the marital relational drama, but at the same time, like, I think if you are in a relationship, this is a whole nother topic we could talk about, but if you're in a relationship or a marriage, you should be not doing that because
Mhm.
like
Yeah.
you have no like sense of like direction and like morals and like integrity. So to me, it's like if you think you're smart enough to like get away with it, boy. Yeah, no, I would 100% tell.
Yeah. I mean, and even if you feel like it's not your place, it's like if the roles were reversed, I feel like I would want someone to tell me, hence the reason I would tell.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, but good job on you guys. Good-
Right.
Yeah.
100%. Good job.
I
Right.
would definitely tell.
Yeah.
I feel like you're not a girl's girl if you don't. I
Yeah.
feel like you're like enabling his behavior. You know what I mean? And
Girl,
you don't really
yes.
care about your friend if you don't tell.
Also, why would you want her to find out the hard way? It also puts you in a weird
Exactly.
position. Like if
Yeah.
she were to find out that
Yeah.
like you knew this whole time,
Oh,
and
yeah.
it was like, dude, why didn't you tell me?
True. That is true.
So shout out to you guys.
Good job.
The next one is which this one's a good one. I feel like it goes, do you believe in never date your friend's ex? 33% of you guys said depends. And 67% of you guys said yes.
Girl, call me an adult diaper because I said depends.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I've talked about it before. She just got the reference.
I know, I
My
was
brain
like-
fog is real today.
Yeah, no, I feel like it depends because if an adequate amount of time like went by, also if both like if your friend, let's say, is like cool with it, like they broke up like amicably,
Yeah.
and they're like, oh yeah, we're just not right for each other, but they're super cool with you doing that, go ahead. Like why not? But if it's like they just broke up like last weekend, don't
Yeah.
do that. Like I feel like if the friend is still like upset about it,
Yeah.
wrong timing.
I think it does depend because the length of time
Yes.
obviously matters because if say for instance like you guys broke up, like he obviously it was just like, hey, we're just not good together, it's just not going to work out. Obviously you guys have your reasons for like being separate. It was years ago, like
Especially the years ago.
not only
Yeah.
that, but then dating in Vegas is trash anyways. So
The
if you
dating pool's small.
girl, it's not a pool, it's a kiddie puddle. So like if you find like good guys in Vegas, like hello. So
I'm going to disagree with both of you guys.
Really?
I would not. I would never. I don't like my friend's trash
I
And-
knew
or
you were gonna say that.
leftovers. I'm sorry.
I mean, That's how you
I
feel?
feel like I'm sorry, but I wouldn't. Maybe no, not even when I was younger. I just wouldn't.
If anything, I feel like I'm the opposite. I feel like when I was younger, um, I definitely would be like very anti. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Never do it. Like it's
Yeah.
loyalty.
Yeah.
And then the older I got, I feel like there is like that grayish area where, like I said, I mean, if your friend gives you like their blessing about it, and it's like, hey, the person's a great guy or like whatever, we just didn't work out. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
I just feel like it would be awkward to like all of us like hang out.
I can see that.
It also
don't
depends on the
know.
friend.
Yes, that's also
Yeah, because
important.
if it's somebody that like I don't talk to anymore, like we did know each other, why
Yeah.
not?
Yeah, like
But
what's
if we're still
stopping us?
friends,
Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna say no.
yeah,
That's
everyone's
cool.
different.
But yeah, and then the next one is your friend's makeup is smudge at the club. Fix it or let her know later.
Tell her.
I love you guys. 100% of you guys said fix it now.
Thank
Right.
God.
Period. As
We have
you
a lot
should.
of girls answering these
I know.
questions.
Good
here.
job.
Period.
Right.
But of course, tell your friends. Even if she has like lipstick on her teeth, girl, tell her.
Yeah. Oh yeah. When me
Yeah.
and like my best friend used to go to like the clubs and stuff, like
Mhm.
if our hair was messed up or like
Yep.
anything, we're like,
Oh yeah.
hey
Oh,
girl.
Okay, so that's the biggest one for me is if like let's say like we're at the house getting ready and your outfit doesn't look good.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like it's not like and they were like, oh, most of the time it's like, oh, how's this look? Does it look okay?
100%.
I think it looks cute. And they're just like, yeah, go ahead. Like if you like it, I
Yeah.
love it. No, lies. Don't do it.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I love you. I love you enough to not let you go
Yeah.
out like that.
Yeah. I agree.
100%.
Yeah.
I feel like if you let your friend go out looking crazy or like smudge makeup, I feel like you're not a true
Fake friends, for
Yeah.
sure.
You're fake. Yeah. And then would you hype up, which by the way, that person that vote, okay. Would you hype up a random girl in the bathroom if she looked amazing? 92% of you guys said yes, and 8% said nah.
Ew.
Side
But
eye.
Girl,
Okay.
call me Timbaland. I'm hyping everybody.
Me
yes,
too.
I think now we kind of have to, right?
Yeah.
Like we have to like step into the age era of being a girl's girl. Cause
Yeah.
could you imagine? Yeah, like you're feeling yourself and you feel great or whatever, and this one person just like looks at you like you were that.
No.
Facts.
I feel like you're insecure and you're a hater if
Yeah.
you would not
Yes.
tell her.
I feel like I completely agree. I feel like you're not confident.
Mm-hmm.
Also, too, like on the flip side of that, let's say the person like looks great, right? It's having a shitty day, broke up with their boyfriend, whatever, and is like in the bathroom crying.
Exactly.
I feel like, yeah, like the hype could be like, oh, you know what? Okay, cool. Like, let me get it together.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. I just feel like it takes zero time to be nice to
Yeah,
someone.
and
Give them
there-
a compliment. Fuck it.
Girl, there was times at Sephora where I used to work at Caesars. Like I would feel like shit. I had like a very mentally exhausting day, and then a random person would be like, "Oh my god, you're so pretty. Oh my god, this girl
Girl,
would make my
period.
day."
Yeah.
I do
know?
that on TikTok now. Like I was telling you guys that when we were
Yeah.
preparing for this episode. I feel like, yeah, especially any other small content creators out there, if you guys do come across my For You page, and I know y'all are trying because trust me, I'm trying too.
Yeah.
I will probably drop like a comment. I'll just tell you like, you look great, girl. I mean, like
Yeah.
literally no joke. Today I told a girl that I was like, first of all, what is this lip gloss you have on? Because yes, I thought it was, I'm not going to lie. I thought it was a filter. And then I saw that she had no filter on the video.
Yeah.
I'm like, so I need you to drop the name. Also, too, you look amazing. Keep it up. You're a bad bitch. Like,
Yeah.
and then she responded. She's like, oh my God, thank you. You're so sweet. And I'm like, see, like, just make someone's day.
Right.
Yeah, even if it's the smallest thing, like, girl, your hair looks nice. You know,
Facts.
I love your jeans. I like your bag.
Literally, all it to my head before we
literally,
started, like,
Right.
filming.
yeah, literally.
She was like
Your hair
going
is so
through your
nice.
hair.
And I'm like,
Textured
thank
hair.
you.
Very creeperish, but you know, hey, I mean, your hair looks good. So
It does. The next one. Would you tell a stranger her dress is tucked in her underwear? 83% of you guys said yes, and 17% of you guys said no.
Some of y'all are haters.
really though,
Who is saying no? I feel like y'all are just rage baiting. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Because realistically, I mean, unless you're just like a bitch, I don't understand why. Like you wouldn't tell someone.
Exactly.
yeah,
I mean, low key, okay, it's still fucked up. But like if somebody came out the bathroom and they had like toilet paper on their shoe or
oh,
something,
that's the worst.
that's still bad.
Yeah.
Like
It
don't
is,
get me
yeah.
wrong, right? And I feel like I still would tell the person. But I mean, like if your whole ass dress is tucked into your ass, first of all, the fact you don't feel it. But two, yeah, you're walking out here in these streets and no one's gonna tell
Yeah.
you anything.
yeah,
Fake ass
That's
people.
Fake ass people.
That's the reason why, like, when I wear like dresses and skirts and stuff, I actually wear biker shorts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same.
You know, I'm not gonna be one of those girls
Yeah.
with one of the haters who are not gonna tell me rude.
Facts.
Ass all out.
Right.
No.
Girl, nah.
Don't do that.
Right.
What makes someone a girl's girl? For me, I feel like someone that is a girl's girl, someone that respects you and motivates you and just speaks so highly of you, whether you're in the room or not in the room.
Preach.
Because
Yeah.
there's a lot of women out there that in your face, they're like, oh my God, yes, girl, and I love you and this.
Mhm.
But the moment that you're outside of that room, oh, I don't like her. Fuck her.
Mhm.
She's a bitch. Also, people who don't support you.
Yeah.
Because like something that I am noticing with our podcast and also me doing like social media, there's a lot of these motherfuckers that I know that are out here peeping, but they don't
Mhm.
like, they don't
Yep.
comment, nothing.
Yeah, just know that especially on Instagram, stories, whatever, we can see who views
Exactly.
Yeah.
and we can see if you like it, and we can see if you followed us, whatever. Yeah, we can see that. You guys
Yeah.
don't be stupid.
And I feel like that's not a girl's girl, but yet you support influencers and happy birthday Kim Kardashian when bitch you
Ooh,
don't even know
girl. Fuck
you.
these
So that
celebrities.
to me, I feel like that's not a girl's girl.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
You know?
What about you, Hope?
That's a loaded question for me. Because I see it from like a different view. Yes, I do agree with what like Ollie is saying and what like a lot of you guys are like saying on the polls and stuff. But I think being a girl's girl is understanding that as a woman, we hold so much weight when it comes to being in spaces.
Mm-hmm.
I
Agreed.
mean, I'll just say a little bit about, I guess, like my background when it comes to like my career. So obviously I am a Mexican American woman and I don't necessarily want to climb the corporate ladder, but I do have a natural leadership ability. So I've always been in management positions ever since I was younger. What I don't like is that when we get in spaces, we have to compete as women.
Yes.
I'm
part.
a firm believer in whatever I know, I'm gonna pass it along to somebody because I know what it feels like to be in your shoes. Another thing I do in the workplace is that whenever I start a job, I want to start from the bottom.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know what it feels like to be a sales associate, having to clean the bathrooms and having to stay till 10, 11, 12, whatever. I'm that person. And then I want to go all the way to the top because I feel like it just makes you a more well-rounded manager and like
Yes.
leader.
Agreed.
But I think that especially like now because a lot of women are starting to take over like tech spaces and, you know, we're seeing a lot of female entrepreneurship like happening. And then women are also talking about how like your health like affects your work performance, right? So there's a lot of things that are starting to come up that being a woman in the workplace, like we have to be stronger than ever. And so I'm just a firm believer that both of us can be in the same space. We don't have to compete because we both bring stuff like
Exactly.
Yes.
right, separate stuff to the table. Obviously, like I said, I'm a little bit older. I have a lot of experience, but that doesn't mean that I'm going to meet someone like Ollie's age and think that like you have nothing to offer me. Like we all have something to like offer. And I also think that being in spaces, you have to be mindful of yourself.
And your surroundings.
Yes. Because you guys know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, we know.
But I just think that you have to be mindful of yourself in these spaces because again, like women were trying to like make a way and don't set us back. Please don't.
Don't.
How many women have been working so hard to like be in like huge spaces and one move can literally set us back.
Yep.
Also, and this is just me, and Giselle and I have talked about this like separately. I am more of a person that wants to lead off of intelligence than physical appearance. I'm not sitting here and saying that I'm a Victoria's Secret model. I know I'm not ugly. 100% I know I'm not.
Damn right.
But I'm not going to use that to my advantage.
Yeah.
Like, I'm an intelligent person. I know that. I'm not. Trust me, there's nothing anybody could tell me that's going to tell me
Yeah.
anything different. Because I'm just, again, that's just who I am as a person. So I'm not going to go somewhere and lead off of something so then that way I can get ahead.
Yeah.
Period.
What about you, Joshelle?
She's like, all right, coming off of Hope's answer.
Dude, facts, actually. Yeah, piggybacking off of Hope's answer, since we did have that conversation earlier, I told Hope I'm a very big proponent of Like, a woman's beauty is beautiful. Obviously, it was given to us by God. So I have no problem if women do want to use, you know what I mean, like their looks and stuff like that. That's fine to me. Like, I don't really mind. But my thing is, it's like kind of like what you were saying. Like, that should not be your primary go-to move every single time.
Right. Your get out of jail free card.
Exactly. Like, you should come into a room educated, experienced, like whatever, you know what I mean? Like, knowledgeable, right? And then if you just happen to be attractive, you happen to be pretty, like that's kind of the accessory, that's the cherry on top. You know what I'm saying? Because that just means you know how to look presentable and you put yourself together every day, whatever. That's fine. But that definitely, like, you shouldn't be dangling that out there as like your, hey, this is what I'm coming in with, you guys. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's definitely one.
And this is like not to shade women at all.
Oh yeah, no, not at all.
We are girls. Like,
Yeah.
I am not here to shame you because, hey, if that's what you have to do, that's on you.
Yeah.
But when you come from an educated background,
Tell them, let them know.
I don't know about you guys, but when you come from an educated background, a lot of people are working and going to school. They're mothers, they're wives, they're caregivers. Like, there's a lot of roles that women play. So when you go to get a degree and you're working either in the field or working to try to get into the field, that's a lot. That's a lot to carry. So why would I want to take just one thing about me that I could have done without my degree and use that more versus, hey, I worked hard for this. And guess what? If I get to a top, I know it's my degree and my experience that got me here.
Oh yeah, agreed. Also, to like what you said, I mean, slight background about me too. So I do also have my degree. I got my bachelor's back like right before COVID hit, but when I was in my like upperclassman years, like my junior, senior year of college already, I was dorming. I was going to school full time. I had two part-time jobs, so essentially one full-time job and going to school the full time. So I mean, I'm working.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I feel like, especially a big part of me being like a girl's girl is understanding like, damn, like if you're, you know what I mean? If you're educated and you're trying to get into workspaces in the field that you're trying to be in, I understand that's a struggle, right? So I would never negate how hard you're working.
Yeah.
But if you're gonna come in, like I said, educated, right? You could even have a higher degree than I do. And your first, like I said, what you're putting out there, the almost kind of like the persona that you want to put out there is this like office siren, is the attractive one, is the, hey, I don't know how to do my job, but let me just flirt with everybody at work. Like, I don't understand that. So I'm not saying I'm not a girl's girl for not agreeing, but I'm like, I mean, kind of setting us back a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But overall, kind of going back to the question for what I feel a girl's girl is, I definitely feel like a girl's girl does have your back pretty much no matter what, right?
Yeah.
And that's also to say too, like acknowledging when your friends are wrong, right? Calling them out, calling out other women, calling out men, like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like, it's very much supposed to be, we're just trying to better each other.
Yeah.
If you're taking any sort of step to look out for someone else, if you're trying to bring them up with you, like, you know what I mean? Stuff like that. I feel like any of those moves makes you a girl's girl.
Yeah.
Anytime that you're trying to push another woman down, trying to up yourself, like that kind of thing,
Yeah.
I definitely feel is the opposite of girl's girl in whatever shape or form. So especially like, let's take, for example, this podcast. I mean, 3 women, literally regular ass women.
Yeah.
have jobs, gonna have a job, you know? And it's like, we're doing this on the side, but we're also putting just as much effort and energy into this as a regular full-time job, you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, realistically, just putting this out there, that's why we ask you guys to like us, to share us, you know what I mean? Tell other people about us, you know, be girls. But just because it's like, yes, we want to be there for other women. We wanted to help other women. We wanted to make them feel safe and feel heard. So I just feel like, yeah, like I said, just kind of bringing up other people is what makes you a girl's girl.
Agree.
Well, and that's even like our business meeting earlier we had talking to the person. She was saying that like what we went through during our break is stuff that every woman goes through, right? So like dealing with the death in your family,
Yeah.
you know, getting like dogs, moving, you know, losing friendships, you know, getting boundaries, losing jobs, like that's a normal part of life for anybody. And the fact that we had to take a break for ourselves, but the fact that we still were trying to do it, even though none of us were really ready for it,
Yeah.
because that's how committed we are to doing this.
Mhm.
That's the reason why we're more transparent about like the stuff that we talk
Mhm.
about, because we know what it's like to be in your shoes as a
100%.
woman, right? Like we know what it's like to not have a degree and have to start from the bottom, or have a degree and you're trying to figure out like how to like navigate this,
Mhm.
or you went to school and like for me example, went to school, did 10 plus years in the business and finally was like I'm done and now I'm looking for another like career, right? So like we know what it feels like, you know, like wife, fiance, like friend, aunt, like all of the
Mhm.
lovely titles that we get to have.
Mhm.
Like we know what all of that feels like, and still trying to be positive, trying to be a girl's girl, trying to do like good in this world, trying to like not like have a mental breakdown because again, like what's
Hey,
going on
girl.
in the
I
world.
mean, sometimes that's a struggle.
It's a balancing act, and sometimes you feel like you have 12 plates spinning and then all of a
Yeah.
sudden like 7 of them crash and you're like, shit, what do I do? Do I pick up the pieces, or like do I pay attention to the other 5? Like we've all been in different
Agreed.
spaces,
Agreed.
physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, financially, like we've been there. So like I think also being a girl's girl on top of like everything that we've said is acknowledging the fact that like we totally get where you're at,
Mhm.
Yes.
and we are not here to, like Jashelle said, make you feel small or shrink or trying to
And
make
validate your feelings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a
or
lot
your
of women do.
situation. Yeah, 100%. And we'll go into this next. We know that a lot of the times when women don't support other women, it comes from a deeper place.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
Yep.
having a bad like self-esteem, self-image.
Mhm.
Obviously like you're trying to deal with childhood trauma, like you have worked with a lot of other women before and that was just the normal toxic behavior, so you kind of just became accustomed to it. So like we'll talk about that as well, because that does play into a part. Obviously, like Jashelle said, she has a degree in psychology, so she
And a
can
certified
come,
life coach, you guys, just
I
in
know,
case you didn't know.
right.
Hit
So
her up.
so she can come to like from that like perspective, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, a lot of it stems from like how you feel about yourself.
Agreed.
Yeah. So I'm going to read the answers and we're going to go from there. So someone said looking out for your girls.
True. I mean,
Definitely 100%.
yeah, of
If you don't
course.
look out for your girls, you're a fake ass shit.
Facts.
And then someone says someone who stands up for you.
Yeah. And the one, like the people that say someone that looks out for your girls, we can go into that a little bit.
We can go a little bit into
Yeah, why
it.
not?
Yeah.
Okay, so like if you
I like that one.
if you know that your friend is in a shitty situation,
Let me put this one down.
if you know that they're being treated disrespectfully either by a spouse, a friend, a family member, whatever,
Mhm.
giving that person solid advice and sticking up for them and giving them a space, first of all, to talk about what they're going through and not sit there and tell them to be quiet and go upstairs.
Girl, I could go in on this one.
Or tell them that, you know, like, oh, you act that way because you're insecure.
Or you're
Girl,
overreacting, you're being
aren't
over
we all?
dramatic.
And that's something that really pisses me off, you guys. We all react differently.
Yes.
You know, if, say, for example, Joshelle and Hope are more dramatic than I am, I'm not going to invalidate their feelings and emotions and be like, oh,
Mhm.
girl, you're too sensitive. You shouldn't be crying right now. Go upstairs.
I don't give a
Facts.
shit.
Or
Right.
laugh. Oh, my God, Hope, you're dramatic.
Thank you.
Honey, you're not a girl's girl if you do that. You need to
No,
sit
definitely
down,
not.
listen, understand, meet them where they're at,
Facts.
you know, give them advice. Pray for them. That's something, being a girl's girl is praying for your girls.
Also understanding, coming from that background, also understanding that them being expressive about their emotions is bringing them closer to who they need to be and who they really truly
Exactly.
are,
Mm-hmm.
versus the flip side of repressing the feelings and trying to just like sweep it all under the rug
Yep.
to save face.
Yep.
Yeah.
I would rather you put your face fucking out there.
Yeah.
Let everybody know how you're fucking feeling, because at least you're getting it out. You know what I mean? Just know, I mean, even if you just need someone to listen to your problems, if you want to just vent, fuck it. Hell, if you want to get like coffee, matcha, just come to us. I
Yeah.
mean, realistically, this
Yeah.
is our PSA for you.
For you and anyone watching, send us a DM.
Oh, yeah.
You know, because I feel like meeting, and I think we said it like last episode, it's so hard making girlfriends.
Yeah.
Especially here in Vegas, girl.
You know, I feel like it's so fucking hard because either they're jealous, they're fake, they're not girl's girl. Like I said, they respect you in your face, but as soon as you walk out of that room, they disrespect you and talk shit.
Yeah. Or you have a different lifestyle.
Yes,
A
agreed.
different
So it doesn't
lifestyle, yeah.
align. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, again, it definitely sucks to have to find new friends, and you go through that phase of like having to find like the friends who actually care about you and the friends that are like you go through the phases, but genuinely like when you find those people, like you hold on to them, and it also helps you work on the way that you hold space in relationships and the way that you have boundaries for the people who don't support you, because sometimes the people who are in your life you can't get away from because they could be spouses or they could be family or whatever. So you have to learn how to have boundaries, and you also have to learn how to stand up for yourself.
Yes.
And I'm somebody that, especially when it comes to spouses and the way that they treat like their wives and like their girlfriends and stuff, like I get it, but at the same time, do you want to spend the rest of your life living like that? Of
Dude, that
constantly
part.
having to feel like you're too much, you're emotional, like you have to look a certain way, act a certain way, have a certain like car and house and like job, and you have this perfect image of everything. But then when you're home, he talks to you like shit. He treats you like shit. He doesn't appreciate what you do for him.
Girl friendships, I feel like you do have to understand that if your friends who genuinely care about you are calling out you or calling out your spouse, like whatever, your other friends, this and that, they're coming from a good place.
Oh yeah.
And I feel like real friendships, you can tell when that's true versus you can tell when they're just kind of being a hater. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So clearly everything that we talk about between the three of us to you guys, you know what I mean, to people that we have these conversations with, like obviously off recording, we're here to help. You know what I mean? We want to make sure that you feel supported, you guys, so that if you are kind of teetering on the damn fuck, am I crazy?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Am I like crashing out all the time? Is it because I'm drinking? Is it because, you know, certain people are around? Is it because my partner makes me feel insecure? Like the fact that you might not even be insecure, it's literally your partner
Yeah.
that's making you
It's
feel
your
that way,
partner.
that's gaslighting you, that's manipulating you. That's the reason why you feel the way you do and as shitty as you do. So if you do crash out and it happens to be in front of them or in front of company, you look like the problem.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's not you.
Yeah.
If anything, I feel like the crashing out, the crying, the breakdown is your inner self, your body, your your younger self,
Yeah.
literally crying and trying to wake you up to tell you that some shit is not right.
Exactly. Oh girl, mic drop.
If you've never
Exactly.
read The Body Keeps a Score, you
Yes,
should,
that's a good one.
because it does talk about how your body has a natural reaction to someone else's presence. And when you have a reaction like that, like she's saying, it's your body's reaction to what they're saying, and you know that it's wrong. Because if you continually have this reaction by the stuff that they say, the stuff that they do, or even just them being around, again, your body's telling you something. Your nervous like system is telling
Triggering
you
you.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, do you want to continue to live the rest of your life in that dysregulated state? Because we can go in about how it affects your hormones and your sleep and just your mental health and like all of that. But genuinely, like when people do call other people out, and there's somebody that's coming from like a place of like truth, we're not doing it to be spiteful, mean, or like she said, hateful or jealous or envious, whatever. It's because genuinely we care about your well-being,
Exactly.
Facts.
and nobody deserves to be treated like that.
And just know we'll tell you guys, like, I mean, obviously we hope to meet some of you guys someday, but we'll tell you guys just the same way we tell each other. That's the same advice we'd give anybody in this group.
Literally.
So like I said, we're genuinely trying to bring you guys in as much as possible. So if this advice is really hitting on any of you guys, you know what I mean? It's really touching you or really affecting you in some kind of way, we hope that you take that advice. You know what I mean? Even if this is a parasocial relationship with you guys, just know that you guys are supported by us. Obviously, we hope the best out of your guys' situations, relationships, whatever. But just take care of yourselves. Because, yeah, like she was saying, your body literally like telling you need to fight that feeling, and you're trying to repress it and push it down all the time is doing more harm to yourself than good.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, yeah, just keep that in mind.
Especially after years of going through that with like multiple
Mm-hmm.
people. Yeah.
Yeah.
It does do a lot to you. And, you know, we could talk about like self-image, like, you know, yourself, like all that stuff. I think we talked about this last episode.
I think it was the first season
Oh,
where we
could
did
be.
Yes,
go like
we-
into that.
we kind of did. Yeah. So if
Yeah.
you continue to be around people like that, like it does take a toll on how you view yourself, right? So you either shrink yourself or you hate yourself. You feel like you have to constantly change or whatever. After years of going through that, like you're going to completely lose like
You're gonna
who
become
you
numb
are,
to it.
right?
Mhm.
As a person, like you're going to go even further in like that hole, and it's hard to get out when you do get there. Like for me, for example, I've allowed a lot of people to talk crap to me,
Mhm.
to mistreat me, to
Same.
tell me that I am emotional or I am too much, whatever. And I over years, I dug myself in a hole, and it's taken a lot for me to get out. So like right now I do have a little bit of self-image issues, which is why I wear black all the time. Also, it's comfortable for me to wear black all the time. But I feel like that's something that I wish I could tell my younger self, is
Mhm.
that like it's okay to have a voice. It's okay to be uncomfortable. It's okay for you to cry or feel like you're too much. It's okay for you to not want to be around that person. And it's okay for you to leave toxic jobs and toxic friends and toxic relationships. It's okay to have boundaries. Like, I wish these were things that my younger self like told me. So that's why like me being older, I am more adamant on like telling like younger
Mhm.
people that and standing up for people. So, I mean, I'm not going to lie. I wasn't always a girl's girl, you
Mhm.
know, because we're not going to get into that. It's a deep traumatic thing, but I haven't always been that way, but like now kind of like healing and getting like better, I am starting to be like that because I know what it personally feels like to be.
On the other side.
Yes, and it's
Exactly.
not easy to get yourself out, but it is doable. It is doable.
Honestly, I also feel like, cause same. I feel like when I was younger, I mean, you didn't really know what a girl's girl was when we
Yeah.
were younger. You know what I mean? That's a pretty new term.
Yeah.
But I agree, because also too, like girl, and, like in high school and stuff, I was definitely like didn't have that boundary in like people's romantic relationships and things like that.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? So I know I was definitely not as much of a girl's girl as I am now, clearly. But yeah, you definitely can fix it. You can turn it around. Also, I feel like being there for other women, I don't know if it's just because obviously we're older now,
Yeah.
but I feel like being there, supporting other women is so much easier to do
Mhm.
than actively having to put in the effort to
Mhm.
push another woman down, to keep her
hate
down,
someone.
to hate someone.
Yeah.
Also, too, like, I mean, why would you do that to yourself? Like, I just feel like it darkens your own heart. I
Mhm.
feel like bad karma also.
If again going back to what I was originally talking about earlier, if you are aware of the fact that you are purposely being this way
Shitty.
and you're doing nothing about it,
yeah.
you have deeper issues than just going to like therapy. Like, girl.
Also, therapy, real quick. I feel like everyone needs therapy. We
Yes.
always talk about therapy in this podcast. Like, dead ass, you guys.
Yeah.
Everyone needs therapy.
Yeah, I'm back in therapy.
I need to go back to therapy. Even though I feel like I'm way better,
Yeah.
you
You have the
know?
tools.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like talking to someone about it and just like, I don't know, it just feels so good.
Well, yeah, because you have someone to like talk through it
Yeah.
with,
Yes.
and they give you the tools that you like need.
Mm.
And I think a lot of therapists, like when I went back to my therapist, she was like, "Oh, welcome back," and I was like, "Thanks." And she
Yeah.
asked me like, "Why do you want to come back?" And I told her, I was like, "I just feel like where I'm at right now, the tools that I have and have been given.
Mhm.
I mean, it's working, but I need deeper tools because
Yeah.
this is
Yes.
deeper stuff." Right. But the fact that that stuff is available, and I don't want to hear the excuse of it's expensive or I don't have insurance or whatever. Like, there are ways for you to get therapy,
Mhm.
like licensed clinical therapy.
Mhm.
There are ways for you to do it, or even like life coaching. Because I mean,
Hello.
some
Hello.
people who are life coaches do have a psychology degree, so
Mhm.
they could come from that aspect too, right? But like it is accessible. Like, please don't sit here and use the excuse of like it's too expensive or I don't have time. You do have time when it comes to your overall well-being. Genuinely. Like,
Agreed.
I cannot preach it enough. We've been preaching it since season 1 on how great therapy is and how it feeds into like yourself and like your self-care and all that stuff. But girl, wonders it's done for me.
Yeah, dude, I feel like we've been talking about that since episode 1, season
Oh,
1.
yeah.
Literally.
100%.
Like,
Yeah.
it was literally like self-care and all of that. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So if you guys couldn't tell, we're obviously big proponents of therapy,
Yeah.
talking to someone, getting help.
Yeah. Cause I mean, besides just like the trauma that you've dealt with in your childhood, look at the world.
Mhm.
The world is not really getting easier to like deal with and all that stuff. So
Yeah.
having someone to talk, again, it helped. Well, thanks guys for coming to our 3rd episode. We appreciate you guys for staying and
Yeah.
continue to be along with us for the ride.
Yes.
So we're going to close it out with the song and we're going to jam out for a little bit.
All right, Miss Hopi Marie, send us out.
Again, I feel like
Period.
we're like
just like
hula dancers.
I feel like we're casting a spell upon the sky.
I know, right? We're just like, hey.
All right, guys. Thanks. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.